Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be trying to get some immersive engineering done, and hopefully we strike oil. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so I'm back in the nether this time, and I'm actually looking for some special fiber that we're going to find over here. It usually grows near lava. It's going to be near the bottom edges of everything. Maybe we can kind of find some. I'm kind of trying to scope some out before I rush down. I think that's some right there. You can kind of see there's like a patch of it, and it looks like that's a pretty good area. I just want to jump. I want to be able to make sure I can make this jump. I think I will. I think I'll make it. Oh yeah, I'll definitely make this. Okay, good. I just don't want anything to spawn. I did just kind of show up here. And I'm trying to get this stuff right here. So yeah, sinuous. That's what it's called. I can't remember the name for the life of me. But yeah, we need a lot of this stuff. Ow. Wow. The thorns, you can go away. Man, these thorns are painful. Yeah, I want all of this sinuous stuff. They give you seeds, you can plant them. Oh wow, we're getting teleported. I'm not liking that. I also need to grab a bucket of lava. I'm gonna grab that. I'll get out of the thorns. Yeah, I just want to grab as much of this as I can. Also, the earth that it's kind of on. Even though I think you can plant it on anything. Don't know. But I am gonna grab some of this. Just so I can set up a farm. That way we can get this material a lot easier. Because whenever we go to use conveyor belts or make conveyor belts, it's so much easier to make conveyor belts out of this material than to make leather right now. Because making leather is not the easiest task. I did take a look at the alchemist table. I did test it out, and for some reason that doesn't work. I was going to use that method for today's episode, but it turned out that it did not work. So I don't know if that's just because the table is just not functioning because of the mod itself, or what's actually going on there. But yeah, man, I gotta make my way back. All right, guys. So I have a lot of this stuff, and I think a good place to plant it would be over here, kind of away from everything. And I think I mean, I can do a larger area. I think that might be what I do. Look at this guy. Get out of here. 2 hits, man. I like that. But yeah, you can kind of plant it kind of like this. Put your lava down in the middle. And all you do is you just plant these things on the actual dirt itself, and this will grow, and you will get yourself these sinuous spores. And these sinuous spores can actually be cooked down to get you sinuous resin. And this resin, like I was saying before, it works as, in this instance, as a a slime ball, but you can also use it as a way of getting around leather for the conveyor belts, which is really nice. So yeah, that actually works. I wonder if they will. I'm going to test this out and see if they'll actually grow 2 blocks out as well. I mean, if they don't, they don't. But I would prefer it if I have more of this stuff. But we're definitely going to find out. You can actually eat it as well. Almost forgot to mention that. And there we go. So yeah, that's going to do its thing. That's going to grow over time. But yeah, this stuff actually works. I wanted to kind of show you. This is why I wanted to kind of get my leather production higher than it is. Because it was a pain to get all of the leather required for these conveyor belts. You know, in reality, it didn't require that much because you do get 8 for 3 leather. But yeah, I do have a conveyor belt system. Let me kind of show you what that is doing. It's actually really cool. So let's get 16 iron here, and I'll show you. So here you put your iron in, and here you get your output, and it goes into the hopper and into the chest. Pretty simple. And then what I do, I throw it in. Just like that. It's going underground, onto the conveyor belt. It comes underneath here, and you'll start to see it go up the ramp here in just a second. It's pretty cool how this actually works. There it goes. Up the ramp. It's being conveyed all the way up to the top. It enters this little section, a little roundabout, then it goes up another conveyor up to the very top. And hopefully by the time we get up here, you can kind of see it come around and do its thing. So yeah, here's the press. And there it is, just now coming around. And yeah, it's going to get pressed. And the output is going to get sent out, just like that, down the ramp. And that's when it's going to turn tail and come all the way back and fall down from here. It's going to fall down, go back into the conveyor belt, go back up this little section, and it's going to spit that out and into this chest, or into the hopper and then into the chest. Just like that. Pretty nice. I just wanted a simple way so I can just throw it in here while I'm in this area. I did move my blood magic stuff. That's where I said I looked at the alchemy table, and of course the alchemy table didn't work. So yeah, that's what I've been working on in between episodes. But today we're going to work on a little bit more. Like I said, I hope to be able to, you know, just make this stuff a lot easier and more automated. So I think today we're going to get into the blast furnace, so that way we can kind of upgrade our blast furnace. Because right now this thing is making power, but not much. Making very little power, guys. Or this is making very, very little steel. I did do what you guys said. You guys said get your coal coke, which I did. Tons of coal coke, tons of steel. Yeah, we're rocking it. All right, so we've been producing quite a bit of steel through the blast furnace. But this guy needs to be upgraded, and we are going to do that today. So I need to break one block, and then I can kind of do this. By the way, I did put diamond on here. I diamond tipped this thing so I could basically farm up some obsidian. And of course, I have a higher tier on this pick. So this guy is doing pretty good, especially with the excavator. I can mine up obsidian in large quantities. It's very nice. So that's what I did when I actually took out one of those portals and kind of took all the stuff from it. I didn't really need the small portal. I needed the big portal. So that's what I did. But let's take a look here. So I went ahead and got some steel plates. I think I only need 27, just like that. And what you do, you take this, and you should be able to add it to the top, and you get the reinforced blast brick. And then we need a hopper. And the hopper is the only thing that requires bronze, which I have some bronze in here. I actually need to get... I'll put some coal coke in there. That way, that'll work. I do need to get a bronze gear. You know, we might as well get a few of them. I'll just make my life easier having those gears. But yes, that's exactly what we're waiting on. And as soon as we have that, we should be good. Look how quick this is. Then we'll have a gear, and then we can actually make the hopper. And that's all we need for that. Literally, that to get the improved one is pretty fast. There is a few other things we need. We need the things that actually make it faster and heat it higher, and that is the blast furnace preheaters. This requires iron sheet metal and an external heater, which we already have a copper coil, I do believe. That should be pretty easy to make another one. And the sheet metal is just iron plates, so we have all of that. That's why I've been working on getting the iron plates set up. So we can go ahead and take some of this. Was that not how it was? Look at me derping. Ah, yeah, it was like this. There we go. So just like that. And our copper is not too hard either. Let's kind of go in here. I know I have more coils than that. There we go. And then I should have there we go, I have another copper coil left over as well. Wasn't it like this? I keep forgetting. Iron. Need one piece of iron, and we're good to go. Okay. There's that. The preheaters are pretty simple, like I said. Looks like we just need a little bit more iron and a tad bit of redstone. And we have that. There's those. There's it covered in the sheet metal, and we're ready to go, guys. So, not hard at all. The blast, now these require those connectors, so we are going to need some terracotta. And we're also going to need some copper. Did I put my copper in here already? I threw copper up there. I always forget. I think yeah, this is the, yeah, the connectors are 3 tall. I guess it's 4. Okay, good. So yeah, now that we have all of that, we're basically just waiting on the gears so we can get the hopper. And I need a chest. Honestly wish the hopper recipe wasn't like this with the bronze gear. But I guess, I mean, if you have them on you, I guess it's okay. Alright, so we should be able to head up here and throw this into the mix. We can honestly put it right here, I do believe. It's not a very big machine. I mean, it's big enough. It's the size of... We might actually throw it up here. For now. Because, I mean, this machine doesn't need to be, like, in view or anything. A lot of our machines are actually going to be outside. Now, I've got to get out the cabling. But yeah, a lot of our machines are going to be outside, so keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and just lay this guy out. Bad place, I think. Yeah, we need to move this over one more. Just like so. And not get hit by the power cable. And then throw the hopper on the top. And then we need our actual hammer. There we go. And look at there. There is the reinforced blast furnace. So we have that done. Now we need to take the preheaters and throw these guys on the side. Ow. You never realize how annoying it is to actually get hurt by those things until you're getting hurt by them. Okay. There we go. So now that those are set up, we're gonna have to figure out something here. For sure. Because we have a cable that is going to be messed with. I hope this is one of the blocks. Good. These are the actual blocks that there's something actually covering them. So good. I think we can hook the connectors up and get this thing powered. Come on. There we go. Just like that. And looky there. And this thing's ready to go. We are ready to get coal coke in here. And blocks of iron in here. And this thing should start pumping. I mean, it doesn't have enough power per se right now. But once we get some more power going into these lines, this is going to work a lot better. Yeah, we totally don't have enough power for this. I mean, it's going to work, but it's going to work pretty slow. Once we get some more power, things will be better. I think we're going to go, I think we're going to start working on some power. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys. So I went ahead and made some of the thermoelectric generators that we have available. They're pretty easy. You just need to make some Constantine plates. Now, these things don't generate that much more power, but they are passive power, and it could be a very good source of power depending on, you know, what stage you're at. But any kind of passive power is always going to be good power. So I went ahead and made a few of these. So we're going to go ahead and line these up in a sort of cross pattern. They kind of just go like this. Like so. This shape should work just fine. And what we're going to do is basically have a roll of lava. Let's kind of block this off here. Block that off. We're going to have like lava here, liquid starlight, lava liquid starlight, basically. We could actually, depending on what we have more of, I think we have more liquid starlight than we do anything. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go gather all of those things up, and I'll be back. All right, so I have everything but the last 2 buckets of starlight. So let me go ahead and throw those in here. There we go. So technically these should all be running because liquid starlight is very cold. Lava is, I think, one of the hottest heat sources we have right now, as far as I know. So these should be producing some power. So what I'm going to do, get some connectors going. I need to figure out how I'm going to run this. Some people are saying I might want to, you know, hook these guys up along the wall, which I could very easily do, and then make connectors going through. So that's what I might actually do, is kind of have them come through this central spot right here and kind of make one of these connectors here. Like that. And they go through, and then use the hammer on this guy. We kind of get all of these situated here. There we go, and that makes a insulated connector that'll let us send power through. I don't think we can have multiple connections to that, so that's why they're all going to be connected right here to this. And then let's go ahead and get all of these guys set up. And I want to get out of here as soon as possible because I don't want to get electrocuted. I can actually stand in the liquid starlight, but everything else, not so much. So good. I was hoping those would connect. And they are generating power already, which is good news. The only one that I won't be able to reach is this one. I'll just come in from a different angle. Perfect. I think I can reach from here. And then we'll connect here to here, just like that. That'll insulate it for us anyways, which is very good. And then I can kind of close up shop. Perfect. There we go, as if it didn't even exist. Look at there. I have some more. I actually need to grab this out of here. Oh, I think it actually goes back one. I'm going to leave that there, though. That's actually a step that needs to be there. There we go. Step. And then a piece of dirt block, which is fine. All right, so yeah, we're going to basically run the power up this wall some way. I hope that this might actually go, this might be able to reach that. I doubt it. We're going to find out. Oh, it does. That couldn't be any more perfect. Okay, so now's when we have to get into our actual flying machine. Guess that's what that would be called. By the way, people were saying this burns fuel while it's just sitting there, and no, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. But it does help whenever you try to do stuff like this. When you want to get wiring set up, this is the way to go, for sure. Okay. So, where do I want this to connect? I keep forgetting shift is not to exit. I do believe that I want it to go into here. Let me get a little closer here. And let's see, I think that this section, this right here actually goes into the build. So I could kind of do this. You guys were saying that it would look kind of cool having wiring going up. Well, that's what I'm going to work on. So right there, I got to remember where this spot is on the other side. So I'm going to dig a hole right there, and then we'll find it whenever we go back. Yeah, I should be able to just connect that right up. There we go. And get back in here. And I think we're good. I think we can kind of fly this bad boy back into where it belongs until we need it again. Until we need it again. I love this thing. This thing is coming in handy so much. Like, for building and everything else, I love this thing. Especially when you have no other method of doing this job. So, back up top, so we can get all of our power hooked into the grid. the power is coming from here. So what I can do that pass through and do a little connecty boop, just like so. Nothing ever happened. Look at that. You wouldn't even notice that we have all that power underneath there. Ow. It is getting a little bit more powerful. And look at those. Now they're fully charged. Everything's fully charged. We have a lot more power. Look at that. I wonder how much... These are actually insulated, I do believe. It's the bottom ones that are a pain. Like, this gives you some insulation here, but these are not actually insulated. I wonder, well, how much would it actually cost to make it insulated? Oh, it takes hemp cloth? That's actually not bad. That's not bad. And if I remember correctly, if you want to ever kind of break your connection, you can click this on the actual points, and it will disconnect for you, so you don't have to break all your connections. You can actually just use your scissors. And there you go. So yeah, this should be going super fast now. Now, the slag. Slag's a problem. I don't have a chest, but we are going to get a chest back there. What you want to do is you want to put a chest back here, and it will auto output the slag into the chest behind it. So that is something that we definitely... Oh, I do have a chest. Perfect. So yeah, you just throw the chest back behind here. And as you can see, the slag actually outputs, so you won't have slag clogged up. So you can automate this thing. And right now, with the amount of iron blocks, I'm not going to put like hoppers or anything on it. I'm just going to have some coke, and I'm going to use iron blocks for right now. And I think this thing is going to work good, and we're going to have tons of steel from this machine. So yeah, and we also got tons of power today. This power hookup is actually pretty nice. I think we're probably hitting the max power that everything can actually push. So that is awesome. That is really good. Especially with this conveyor belt system, I really love this thing. That's so funny. Oh, I hate getting pushed in the power line. Ow. Okay, yeah, let's not do that. I thought these were insulated. No, they're not. When they come out of there, they look like they're insulated. But look. Look, you actually take damage whenever you hit them. Not okay. Alright, so next thing I want to do today is actually get a core sample started so we can actually find a sample of ground that has oil in it, which would be very nice. And I hope there's one nearby. All you need is light engineering blocks, very simple, and of course some steel, which we have been busting out. I also went ahead and made another thermoelectric generator just so we can have power that we can just carry around with us. It's kind of like a portable generator for us anyways. And we are going to need just a couple blocks, placement blocks, like cobblestone. And then we should be good. Actually, we probably just place that thing in the ground and then be even better. But yeah, we can go ahead and make this thing. Once we make that, I think we get an achievement. A small sample. How cool is that? So yeah, so now we have that set up. We should be able to move on and start looking around our base chunk-wise and seeing what we can find. Sometimes, if I have the chunk borders on, I can kind of see them. And I say sometimes. Sometimes I can see them. Like right here. So I can see them. So I know that right here is an actual chunk. And I really hope that we have some power in here. So, I'm going to dig. Just like this. We're going to plop this down. Luckily, both starlight and lava are pretty good power. Connector. Hook this up. And we have to do this every chunk we check. And let this guy fill up a little bit with some power. And then just click on him. It's going to drain a little bit of power. I don't know if it needed the full 8,000. It doesn't look like it did. And hopefully, when it's done, we can click it again. And we actually get the sample. Or at least we should. I didn't get a sample. That's not good. Okay. Maybe I need to let it charge up a little bit longer. Okay, let's try this again. Sometimes things break, I guess. I don't know. Should have given me the sample though. So I'll let it nearly fully charge this time. I don't think it needs a full 8,000 IF or RF, but we're gonna, you know, try and get it at least. There's 4,000. I say that should be good enough, right? Do some drilling, come back up. And I heard the noise. Didn't get the item. What? Oh wait, right here. We have a core sample, but the core sample is invisible. No mineral, no fluid reservoir. Basically, that's a horrible chunk that we just found. So yeah, that is a no-go. I got rid of that item. I don't like the fact that it's invisible. That's kind of, yeah, that could be bad. So yeah, that's definitely not something that you want. So we got that cleared out, and as you can see, we can just carry our stuff around and pick everything back up. I'm gonna leave this hole so I know that this was a chunk that I did check. Come back and we'll check this chunk right here. This doesn't seem like a bad chunk, guys. What do you think? You think there's oil here? You think we're gonna strike some of this liquid gold? Or black gold, as it's called? Let's try this. Okay. Set this all back up again. Ow. Let it build up to at least 4,000. I hope there's oil in this chunk. This is the area that I kind of want all of my immersive engineering stuff to be. And, you know, if it's not here, then it's not here, I guess. We'll have to put it somewhere else. But from what I was told, the spots where oil are have been increased. Okay. Oh, so here it is. I wonder why the sample is not showing up. That's weird. Look at it. It's not showing up. Maybe it's the shaders. That's probably what it is. It's the shaders. You can see the shadow from it. It's so weird. It should be working. But anyways, at least we can kind of place it in the world. We can see that this does contain oil in this chunk. So what I want to do, kind of come back to the area where I can see the chunk borders. And I'm going to mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is going to be your chunk borders. And I do believe right here is the border for the chunk. And right here is the border for the other. So that should match up. It looks like it does. And I know that this chunk now is oil rich. So good. We have 10 million millibuckets of oil. Guys, that's good. That's a lot of oil. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. So good. So we ended up getting just about everything I wanted to happen today done. Wow, everything's turning out pretty good with this pack, guys. Especially finding oil right here, right in the chunk, right near the base. You know, it's kind of even better that it's kind of farther away because, you know, some of this stuff can get laggy. We're going to turn this into an immersive engineering area. We're going to have immersive engineering machines all over the place. All over the place, I tell you. And then eventually this is going to become our main base. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think this should work good with the main base? I think it's already looking fantastic. We're doing some really good stuff, by the way. Also, if you have cakes and stuff like that, I did make some melon pie. You actually place the melon pie by right-clicking on here, and it'll actually set on there and cook. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, this has been quite fun, man. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.
Let's go!